Okay, guys. Wow, we had some crazy action yesterday. Um, so that happened, and we went down. That's not what I was expecting. So check the H4. Oh yeah. This could be some kind of truncated ABC. I was trying to talk about a flip top yesterday, and I'm not going to get into the technical details about it or anything. But if you use timing, um, it did make a top here. So it could be some inverted, truncated, take your pick of the technical jargon version of untradeable action, basically, because I can't trade that kind of stuff. There's no break breathe, um, so I had no way of getting in there. There was a good trade here. I wasn't up for it. I was just looking at the. This was nice. Even if you had only taken this one and you got 30 pips, that's fine because there's only 35 pips to get here. But this was nice because you had an easy get out at the 3x3. So if you had front run it and caught that, excellent. If you had had the balls to take that there, excellent. But there's no entry that I see in there either. When we go smaller, I'm going to keep that there. Let's zoom out a bit. Where was it? Oh yeah. Just draw that trend line in here, in 15. So you can see there was absolutely no breathe on that. And that's the level that I was talking about here. Oh, can't do it that way. I'll do it this way. So the whether you're taking it here or here, it doesn't matter. It was good pips and fairly straightforward, especially this one. This one just touched and went. This one hung out for a bit, but still went. If you had taken this one right here, you would have had a rough time. That was a toughie. Went against you 12 pips and only went for you 17 pips. So that one was ugly, and I would have definitely expected that to turn around there because it's extended, but it didn't. It's done some sort of a strange move down here. It's broken a lot of things to get there. I'll show you why. If we take our fib off the top here using prior market, see how we broke this with nothing? I mean, if you'd taken a trade there, you'd have been fairly pissed off because it would have been instant toast. Now, if you'd taken it on the next level, too, which is why you need to keep trading and trade small enough that you can stand to lose. If you'd taken the next level, you would have got it right back plus, right? So that's not, well, depending on your stop loss, but you would have got it right back. So it's fine. 30 pips, oh yeah. Anyway, it just smashed that fib, so it's this is going to hold the market, as this was quite a big area to hold this. Should have been some kind of retracement, maybe in the H1 we could have come back for a sharp breathe or something to go back down, but now what's happening is we've got an extended thrust, counting's out to lunch. So the way I am trying to capture this move, as you can see, is I'm looking at the 27.13 area for a sell, 27.33, and my ultimate being 27.60 as sell areas. I'm not looking for a break breathe on this line anymore. Now these line up with the 27.13 lines up with, if this goes up here, we've actually got a secondary fib. Let me just move this over. So I was using retracement levels to get that 27.13 level right here, right below the pivot in the H3. And I can now use this type of fib. And it gives me the same thing, actually one pip higher, sorry, 2 pips higher. 1 pip. 27.14, 27.15, all around the pivot here. So that's going to be an area to watch, especially if we don't make lower lows here. We just start going up. That's definitely something to watch for tonight. And it's great because you got the pivot in the H3 there too. So that's, you know, it's should get some kind of a bounce out of there. Should be fairly safe as a move. As for catching the knife on the bottom here, yeesh. We do have a massive 4-hour candle here, but there's no trigger on it yet, so don't sell the farm on that one. Not yet, anyway. H1 we had a nice engulfing or a 3-candle pattern, whatever you want to call it, and we've got on top in the 1 hour. So if we can stay on top, which it can only go down to 26.65 basically now, or spike down maybe, and give us some kind of a entry. Or it could do Sive Morten, right? It could close above, close below, close above, and then we get some deeper retracement maybe. Or at least a tough test of the 27.13 level. Yeah, so anyway, catching this knife, I'll show you the way I'm reluctant to do it. Let's call it that. I'm not excited to take this trade. But if you took this down, this would be like an ultimate. I would have my stop loss below this, 26.50, and I'd be using the retracement levels. And you can see we've already hit the 61.8 and the 50%. So 38.2 is quite nice. So if we get some kind of a spike, maybe a move that looks like that, but this is, it's so bizarre. Yeah, maybe I would take that. And it would be, you know, a quick test to see if it just pounded out of that level. Because we have a lot of hourly things going for us. So if it comes down here and consolidates, we're breaking back down, and we don't want that. If it does come down, it's got to come down quick and get back above to make a nice, right? Come down to 60. Right, we're down here, kind of a spike, and then up into our 27.13. We have some things going for us, which I like. Yeah. So, and if it keeps going down tonight, I don't really have. I don't like any of these levels here. I don't have confluence with any of them yet. I do have a lot of confluence. If it's going to go down to 25.50, I think tonight, we got some nice Fibonacci's. 25.65 I got on this, so I like that. I don't know if we're doing any confluencing of that yet. No. Anyway, this lines up in the big charts really well. If you take a look at your big charts and some big fibs, I'm not going to get into them, but this lines up well. So I do like that as a buy tonight if you're looking at catching the knife. And yeah, so let me just put those in. We're going to sell in here, 27.15. And I'm not going to even put the buy in there. I'm not interested. I just want to check this level here. If it goes higher, there's some sort of confluence in there. Yeah, the 61.8 we have some confluence with using prior fibs too. So this is a good try at the 27.55 area. So those are my levels tonight to try and catch this. If she is turning around, like going up and not going to make lower lows or anything, you may want to look at a break of this. If it breaks, consolidates, breathes, whatever, and goes up, then you have a trade. Otherwise, this level looks fantastic. It's a trend line. It's another trend line here. There's a lot of reasons why this should bounce nice. 27.15, give you a good entry, or just be a nice down move. So what I would be hoping for, if this is the a proper retracement here and it makes lower lows, I'd be hoping that we're getting. Let me show you. Let me show you the bigger time frame. I would be hoping that this is leg one. And we're getting a leg two. And again, we'd go. That's what we're looking for. Might be truncated to the 50, right? This is a good entry though, because if we do come down here, it may be a break of this level, and get your next shit. Come on, what am I doing? I'm doing something wrong. There we go. No. Weird. Okay. We got our next level, which would stay underneath, right? And then your next leg, which could be whatever. Down to, actually, I like a little lower than that, but that's fine. So this tonight, if we do come up into this area or this area, could be quite significant in that it would be something understandable that shouldn't really come back if this is the next, the number one of the next leg. Number two, then we shouldn't, this should be completely safe to ride the next two waves. And anyway, we can get into that later if we catch any of that. Yeah, okay. I will come back on if I have any more trades or any trades to show you tonight. Bye.